We can't do anything with this, but only thing I'd love to see right now is the kid, the ace kid. Yeah, this is what I want. And we get... Welcome back, crew. We are back again today here with Ace, looking at this PRB build. In particular, we are interested in this Ace here. This Ace has brought so many more opportunities, and we are unlocking them in this video. Now, I need to say we don't get to do the infinite loop with this Ace, but I feel like I understand what this deck wants to do a lot more. And yes, it is always an option, but it's going to be a very set of circumstances in order to use that option. But let's have a look at this deck. If you do want to just jump into the videos, feel free to jump into the videos. We've got 3 lined up. We have a red Luffy. We've got a, I forget, I'll pop those on the screen now. You'll see the leaders that we're going to go up against. But what I really want to talk about is what this deck is doing. I've had some great comments from my last video about this build as a whole, about this particular Ace. And the question was asked about whether we go first or second. And given that Oden on curve, on the 7 curve, is very strong, should we be playing first or second? I've been trying out this deck a lot, and I was tempted to cut Sanji. And that sounds like a really big call. And I tried it because the thing is though, when you play this Sanji's great. The turn you swing with him, really, really good. The only thing I don't like is that Sanji isn't putting bodies on the board. He builds up your life. It's a nice buffer that you can play Oden, and then Oden does his catch-up work. So I find with this, when you get Ace down, when you get Sanji down and you get to play him out, and you get Oden on that 8 Don curve, the game goes well from that point, and you usually win it. The thing is though, Oden is trying to pressure life, and Sanji is not pressuring life. You play Sanji out, and up until turn 5, the opponent isn't pressured at all, and they get to play their game, which isn't great in One Piece. Letting your opponent do what they want on their, their turns, it's not great. Where if you take a different line and you play something else out instead, you do, say, a heal with Hiyori or Viola or one of these other ones, it then allows you to play something stronger on that next turn. On your 6 Don turn, you've got, more, you could play out a 5 cost or something like that. Have a much stronger play than you would if you continue down this heal line. I've been trying it a lot, and I feel as though if you take Sanji out and you go for first, you still don't have a great curve. And even if you go, even if you have Sanji in and you go first, I still don't feel like it's as strong of a curve as if you go second. I think second is still our best bet. I have thrown in a couple flampeys because flampe can come in handy. Just for that, if we're going second, we end up, with 6 Don, 8 Don. We can start pairing a 5 cost card like this Ace, play this down, and play a flampe on that same turn. So we can take more advantage of having this 1 cost in our deck. Might want to bump this up one more. Not sure yet, but anyway, my overall thoughts around first and second is we want to go second still. I like having the flampe in here because it gives us other options when you don't hit the Sanji with those previous builds that I was doing. It doesn't feel great. And here we've got a few more lines that we can take. Definitely heal if you don't get the Sanji. Definitely play these things out. Play a an ace, 2 Don on your leader, play a flambe, you've got a lot more going for you with these sets of cards in that early game. Now, let's get into what this PRB build is trying to do. We are trying to get this ace to unlock this ace to give our leader a 7k effect. And with Oden, we can potentially do this turn after turn. If we need, I don't think this is going to be really happening until after turn 8. So do keep that in mind. And I feel like the infinite ace is just a win more kind of scenario rather than it's the win condition. That said, if it gets into a really grindy game and you're going head to head, this is a situation that can save you. So keep that in mind. Even if you don't find this ace, you're still able to go into this Oden line. And if you're not finding this ace, you're finding healers. So you're able to go into that Oden heal line with that Oden Hiyori loop. Like the one in the video. If you haven't checked it out, you need to check it out. It is using Oden to loop is the centerpin of what we're trying to do in our deck. You need to know this very well to use this effect. So the amount of aces we have bumped up, so we are really finding an ace with our leader search. We have, I think it's 18, I'll double check here. We've got 4, 8, 10, 13, 14. Sorry, 14 aces. We've got 14 aces in this deck. It is roughly a third of our deck, just under a third of our deck is all in ace. Really good stuff, really good stuff. So what we want to do is, I feel as though we want to try and get this ace out as early as we can, because it's okay if the opponent trashes it. If they, use their effects to KO this ace, it's not a worry because we're just bringing it back anyway. So I feel as though on our turn 3, if we can play this out and do a heal, I think that is the optimal curve for us on that turn 3, going second. That's what we want to do. Next turn, we play Oden. Turn after that, we're starting business. We might be playing this out. We might be doing other things. Who knows? We got to play the cards we're dealt at that point, but whatever card we're dealt, we'll be able to navigate it to find the right solution. What I love about this deck. So I don't think I'm going to ramble on too much longer. Just want to say we have taken out the Kumas on this deck to make way for more aces to increase the reliability here. We've also taken out the Nummies here, so don't have the KO Nummy anymore. We've got 2 KO Sabos instead. They're 5 costs. Because I was considering taking out 2 Nummies, just have 2 KOs. It really left us with next to no triggers to actually trigger out that KO. So let's go for a more reliable KO. With this one here, we still got the Zeus as KO options. Zeus is great because it's also a 2k counter. And so we've taken out the Nami. We've also taken out the Yamato, swapped in this ace here in lieu of that. Yamato's the rush. So we've got a rush ace in the deck. This is great. I don't want to go too low on cards without counter. So I've also taken out the Grav Blade, the 1 Grav Blade. Don't know if that's the right call yet and might need adjustment to make this a little bit more optimal, but at this stage, I haven't regretted that decision. So, and we can find the 1 ace very easily. We can't find the 1 Grav Blade very easily because this one here will be finding a 5 cost. Really, really smooth. And it's nice to actually play out this ace and take this one from life, play it onto field, swing with this while your leader's 7. You can have a very effective pre-lethal turn with that. So really good stuff there. I think that's all I really want to talk about with this particular build. I did up Charlie. I don't know if I mentioned that. We did up Charlie too because I feel like Charlie is Very important. She's not a 2 cost, which doesn't work with our maths very well, but being able to search for the Oden through the top of the deck, or search for one of these, or search for this kid through the top of the deck, really useful. I do value her, and she's another one that if we don't find this one in our first two turns, we might play a Charlie down to optimize our next turn, finding one of these or finding an Oden. So it just gives us, I feel like this build right now is giving us a good turn 2, turn 3. Hopefully we're going into turn 4 with Oden, and from that point we can just take the game. That's all I really want to talk about with this build. If you have any questions about it, drop them in the comments. I'm always looking at the comments, happy to answer any questions you got. Let's just jump into the games and enjoy this deck. All right, War of the Brothers. What do we want to do here? Go first or go second? I think I'm still in the go second camp. And I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it because we can heal with Hiyori. We've got a heal here. We've got Oden. We've got a great curve, even though we don't have the Sanji. Only thing I'd love to see right now, we can't do anything with this, but only thing I'd love to see right now is the kid, the ace kid. Okay, I'm going to show them the pudding. Yeah, this is what I want. And we get all right, this is our first one. I'm going to grab this and put this in the third spot. Cool. And yes, we'll attack now. And we're going to Hiyori this one here. Not sure what's best to go up there. I might put the ace up there. Just because it gives us some options to play the ace out, possibly. And if we get it back, that's fine. It's got no counter, so we're not playing it from hand for anything. Okay, got some big movements happening here. It's actually been a while since I played against Black Yellow Luffy. But I dare say it'll come back the same time we come back because they've got access to this card too. So we're going to take all right. We can do another heal. We should do another heal, in fact. We'll grab... This card's really good. This card is really good. Can't Hiyori it. We might be able to Hiyori it later. So I'll grab that. And this one in the second place. Like that. Cool. All right, we'll play this down. No, we won't play this down. Because we need the Charlie. I'll take this one. Charlie down. This all looks really good. End turn. So based on the comments, I'm trying to do the stacking of the deck a little bit better. I think only the first 2 stacks could be necessary. You're not likely to see even those in most games. I think you'd have to go past turn 9 for it to be relevant. Of course, if you're running other searches as well, that can speed things up a bit, but we don't have a lot of actual searches in this deck. Okay, that looks like we're taking. And that's it. Okay. Yeah, interesting. They can obviously now just play this out. And I guess this card here is just replacing Moria, essentially. So is it 3 attacks coming at us? There's 1. And all 9Ks. $8K. Interesting. All right. Take this on. All right. Do we try and close this off now? So this is our 3rd search. So we have barely touched this stack. I think we go for this here. I think we'll go for this one. Might find another one of these. Yeah, let's just do that. So if we play this one out this turn, I think we do that. I think we play this out. We take this one. I'm just going to do that now, in fact. 2 cost, we'll just grab this. Do we want to play a 2 cost? No, I don't think we do. All right, so we can still do some pretty good Oden stuff here. I think we're going to attack the board. We're going to attack this card. This is the one that's taking their life each turn, which is great for Luffy because then it can get it down to 0 and throw 2 back up there. We do not want that. And so essentially I could do a 3 attacks here and have 1 go through. And if we're going to be doing that, into life, then they're going to be happy. So, all right. I think we don't have a blocker either. Yeah, we're going to this again. All right. This is all fine. This is all fine. I don't think it's worth swinging Oden again now. And we got heaps of... We got 9 cards in hand. 2k, 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 2k. 1, 1, 1. Pretty good. Pretty good. 11k encounter. So they will be looking to try and beef themselves up again. And to do that, they'll have to play over Garp as well. But yeah, they do need to be careful here because we can pull out lethal out of nowhere on them if they choose to go down to 0. All right, they'll play this one here. Yeah, this works really good in black-yellow, gotta say, because playing it here, they grab they can use a kid to get this card, beef up, and then grab that same kid, because this one's still face up, and bump up to 9k. That's pretty cool. Right, so we are not going to block. We'll we'll counter out of this 2, and I'll use this Sabo. Don't know if the Sabo was the best choice. This ace is... I was thinking this ace is good to get past the rush. I mean, rush in and get past these blockers, but maybe I should just KO a blocker. That would probably have been a better play. Yeah. I'm just going to do this again. I'm going to do... I mean, I can do it with this one, so I'll keep Zeus around. There we go. That's the first one. Second one. I think we'll take this one. Right. What to do here? We can get the kid back. This is a good one. This is a good one. So we'll grab that. I can play this down for 5. Yeah, I think we're just going to be doing that. We're not going to go... I don't think I'll loop this one this turn. I think I'm going to loop this one. So We'll attack in here. No, we'll do that last. We'll do that last. I'll play this first. Place on top. We'll place this one and a 1k. And I'll attack it face here. The question is, do I restand Oden? This is a 9. So, I mean, I can attack into this. Or I can throw 3 on and force him to lose a blocker or both cards in hand. Having this as a target isn't the worst idea either. So I think we make them lose a card. Like they need a 2 and a 1 here. If they've got 2 1s, then they can't. So I feel like we're going to be okay here. I think they need to ditch a blocker. Yep. I think that was the right play. Because we've got to defend 5 attacks here. So we've got 1, 2 layers of defense. We've got another 3 we need to defend. So if they attack into Oden, that just makes it easier for us. They are going to try and close the game. We're going to make it look easy. Yeah, they don't want to attack with these blockers here. They need these blockers. Alright, I'm guessing he's going for his effect here. Yeah, really got them down here on turn 7. Play this on out, boost him up. Solid play. Does he have another in hand? The good news is he's found Luffy, not a Sabo, so he's not blocking. Adding a Don on here. Is this an attack? Was it a mistake? No, no mistake. Pow. Right. Well, sorry, but we have a blocker. And it's a shame I didn't keep the Zeus here because that would have made life easy. We're still going to be fine here. We need we need 1 attack, 2 attack, 3 attacks here. This is a 7. So I think this should be able to get through. Yep, they lost that one. We'll do another 8 then. And they should be conceding at this point. Lose the blocker. Restand. Swing again. Win. Another swing. Well, they went for it anyway. There we go. That was a good game. Turn 7. Really, really cool game. But hey, Ace the better of the brothers, right? Am I right? Let's find another game, showcase this card a little bit more. Just a quick one before we go to the next game. I just want to say this infinite loop that is possible, we could have busted it out this turn if we thought the game was going to go into another turn. And the reason is I could have used the Oden to return this one here. We'd already swung with it. The idea with this ace is we swing with it first. After we swing, we then use Oden to return it. Play it out again, grab the two cost kid, throw it down. We have the 2 that we put onto leader. It would have been this ace, which we stacked our deck for, don't forget. And then we would have been able to get that plus 2,000 again with ace on field, ready to attack next turn, Oden attack. So we would have been in a good position to actually do that again. Because they had so much on board and because we could just win on the spot, we didn't go for that infinite combo, but just to let you know, it was here on this turn if we wanted it. Let's jump back in and find the next game. All right, we have Sanji. This will be cool. 2 technical decks here. Going to Mulligan. They're going first, so we are going second. Could I find it with the Charlie? I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it. I don't know. Might have been a mistake, but it's a decent curve we got here. We've got everything we need up until our Oden turn. And we've got nothing after that. But we should find some things we need. Okay. Nothing we can do here now. So now we've got nothing. Yeah. Good search for the fun of it. Okay. That was a fun search. Was a fun search. Gonna choose 0 here. Put this in the 3rd spot. Yep. So next turn we can Charlie heal. Gonna get out of this one. Have a look here. Glad to see that there's no Oden. I really am. Do that. This could potentially matter. Put that in the 2nd spot. Got a Charlie, so attack with this. They take that. Have a look here. Not what we want. Not what we want. We could place... I mean, I'll grab this. I'll just grab this. I'm just wondering, do we want this at the bottom? Do we want it at the bottom? I'm going to place at the bottom. We don't have the kid, so there's no point grabbing that ace just yet anyway. Still want the Oden, so just try and optimize our chance to get the Oden right now. Okay. Might end up using that card, so could definitely use this card. I think I'm going to go for a Zeus next turn. Just take this thing out. Or take this thing out. Ooh, that looks good too. 8, 2, 2, 4. Oden. Yep. So I think we take this out because this is going to be annoying long term. And then we can putting down. They've got 8 in hand, so it's not bad. And then we'll attack in here and see if they got what they needed. But yeah, not having the Oden right now is hurting us. It really is. This is an interesting addition to the deck. We take. They didn't attack, they're worried. That's interesting. That is interesting. Okay, I think I'm going to play this down first. Grab that Oden, of course, yes. Do like that. We can do 2 and we can Charlie still. So I'm going to place on top one of these and a Satori to Charlie down. Grab the one and only. Return to deck. Swing this at face. And Charlie down again. And we will choose 0, but we're going to put this in that second place here. All right, things are going really smoothly with this game, even though we had a really rough start. Very rough start. This is fine. We're going to take this one. And I could use this to get rid of him, but I think we're probably going to be closing the game instead. And I will defend that one. Maybe not that one. Okay. So choice here. They've got 3 that they can attack with next turn. I'm not confident I can take both life right now because they could have giants here. So I feel playing safe is going to be the better option. And I think I'm going to go for a Oden and a Flampe here. Or I could Oden Charlie have 2 blockers. That might be slightly better. Then I can't attack. So let's do this. Let's do this one. We'll grab a 2k here. Which one to attack into? This one's more annoying. I think we go into this one. And then we Oden down and flampe over this. Should have flamped first and then Oden over flampe. All right. So one blocker and a little bit of counter. 5k in counter. We definitely want to block out as early as we can. I don't know if they run any... Okay, they're blocked up. Okay. We just do it. Don't want to take any risks here. This one's fine. We're going to actually save our life at this stage. Because as I said, they could still have like 2 giants in hand. Got to take this one. Got a good card there. Really good. And we don't have a kid yet in our trash, so we can't use this card. Wish I could show you this one. I really do. We might have to Charlie. We might have to Charlie heal here. We grab this. 7 in here. I think I 8 in instead. Interesting. I do a 6. And then I Charlie and return this one to hand. Which is a 2k, so the better card. Attack in here. Return this one. Return this one. Now, what's the chance that I could just go through? If I Charlie down, I've got 3 layers of defense. What would you do here? What would you do here? I think I need to play it safe. I think I'm going to go in for an attack on this. No. If that could go through, then this would go through. So we'll just do this. They had nothing. Wow. All right. They had nothing. Well, they had nothing. The other thing I was just considering with that attack, right, is when I attack with Oden, is I still had the option to put 3 onto the pudding and hit in where they'd needed another 2k to get through. So if they had have used a giant, I could still do that. Or if they showed weakness with their counters just then, like using 3 1s or something like that, then, you know, may have gone in for the 3 on this to attack through. Anyway, I haven't showcased this yet, so let's do one more game here. The deck as a whole is going really, really good though. So very versatile. We have a few ways that we can play this. I'm really loving this build right now. Let's find another one. All right, we have Luffy here. We have Luffy. Should be a good one. Not liking this at all. And they chose second. Okay, so we're going first. We'll mulligan this. Looks a bit better. Looks a lot better. We have a turn 2 play using flampe. Turn 3 play with Viola. Turn 4 play Oden on curve. What we want to find is our 5-cost ace, one of the many. Alright, so we'll do this here. Have a look. We want to find this kid as well. Nothing that we really like here. This is all fine as is. Leave that there. Swing in, take the first life, flampe down. So we're looking for the PRB ace. PRB ace and a 2-cost kid. Either is good. I mean, I'll take anything really. This ace is a really good ace in general. And I feel as though if we swing it up to the top with Hiyori to play out a, with the kid, play it on field, we can get a lot of value that turn. We can defend. We're really low on counter in general. We just take that. Definitely need to start punishing this board here. I'm going to defend that one. Don't want to go too low too soon against a red deck in particular. And could just play the heal game here. Still didn't find what we need. Gonna grab a 2k and leave this in the second position like that. All right, Viola down, Hiyori down, might Hiyori down. Try and take this, take it out. And I'll Viola down then. Next turn, Oden. The big one. Yep. Still missing those other ingredients. So I guess we're just going to play an Oden line this game. And I feel like the really good thing about this deck is we've got 2 main lines that we can take. And one is, primarily you've got Oden in both, but we can always do the Oden heal, or we can go into the PRB ace line, bump up our leader, and go against a wide board comfortably. So both are really, really strong into generally any deck. All right, we want to defend. I just really like this ace in general, so I'm going to take this. That's a big hand. Big hand. Really love seeing a pudding in a big hand. Love it. All right. This is good. This is really, really good. Got a blocker. Got Oden. Life is pretty good here. Pretty good. We're not playing any events on their turn, so this card's a waste on us. Don't want to waste this one. We will... I'd love to Hiyori this, but I think we'll just do this for now. And we've got a 2k. Do that. Not for next turn, for the turn after. Taking this one could help us find a kid. Another Oden here. Another Oden. I think this is a next turn play. Let's just do a Hiyori loop here. We can grab this. We haven't got the kid yet, but we'll grab this one. And we'll swing this in here Wait. We got 7. And they've got 8 here. So maybe we do a pudding. I think we're going to pudding. Attack in here. And I think we just throw everything. Rather than returning something, we just try and hit this thing. This is 2 cards that they need to lose to save this. And we have a blocker up. Okay. And we lose that card. So maybe it was a bad idea. And they've got another one. And they've got another one. Whew. This is gonna be a rough turn. We don't have a lot of counter. We gotta save this for when they try and hit our Oden. So what are they on here? They've got 7. I think they've already used this to activate main. This one here is a 6. So not too scary, actually. We take that. We block this one. Then we can get out of this. We'll use our ace. This one we block. And this one we can Hiyori and ace here. Okay. They don't have a lot of cards in hand. So if we can manage to clear their board right now, and if we're hitting 13 into this, they can't defend it. So what's that? 5. 2 on here. Don't get to heal. I think we do. I mean, I'm not going to heal anyway. I think we're going to do 4. Let's see what we got here. We'll grab this one. So we do 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. We're just going to play, if I could get this right. So we're going to do 4 on here and attack. Wicked. Send this back. Attack into this one. It's a little bit greedy. If they've got 2 2s, we're in trouble. And we're going to play Flampe. Take the top, get an extra card, and attack in. Okay. Presenting a... Ooh, this is what we didn't want to see. All right, what do we got? A 9 here? Right, okay. We got 8. Yeah, we're saving this. We're saving it. Easily. Not easily, with all our counter. All right. Yeah, this is punishing. This is punishing. We've got the game here. We have the game. We're going to grab another 2k. We're going to Charlie this turn. So what I'm going to do is do 2 onto this. 2, Charlie, return this one. Probably should have been pushing for game, but if we can get rid of this, and even if we can't get rid of this, having the Charlie, I think is going to give us a really good position. I dare say they need both of these cards to save it. I'm not sure that they've got the counter. I feel like they've got 1k in hand. And if we really want, we can play the flambe to get this to hand. And do we just Charlie? I think we just Charlie. Charlie's the safe option. We just Charlie. Grab a Charlie, sure. And attack here, 7. Okay, so yeah, that was the safe way. We have 2 attacks. They've got 3. They've got 4. Well, that got crazy really quick. That's insane. Was not expecting that. I think the Charlie was the safe option though. And they're still going for Oden. We can defend that. What do they got? That's an 8. This is 7. And this is 6. At face, we take this one. 2k, which we set there. We got a 7. I don't know if they've used this. I think they did use this Luffy ability. 4 and 4, they must have. So I wonder if they're thinking about conceding because they can't get through here, right? They've got nothing else to rest this blocker. We simply need to take this one. And we might just actually 2k out of this one. And this is a concession here. It's a concession. Take it. Game. Okay, really, really interesting win. Didn't get to do the... Don't even have it to show you. Where is he? We didn't get to do this ace in this game. And my general feelings about this ace, really, really strong card. The chance of doing the infinite loop with it are pretty small. It is something that you can bust out if you need to. And I think in the times when you actually would need to, or that you could use this infinite loop with it, is probably the time where you want to use it. So I feel like it is set up well for it, but it's going to be very set of circumstances where you want to do it. I do want to say, I think the way this deck is going right now is really good. We've got this very defensive and aggressive lines we can take. We have so many different tools in our deck, combo tools. They're really, really impressive. I don't know if I've ever shown this on stream, but the Oden, right? The Oden looping with pudding, and this is why I still keep one in there, is once you've found one, you can keep going with it. So there's some decks like Reiju this is a really great tool that you can use. Being able to loop this 5k, where is he again? PRB ace, and bring our leader up to a 7k turn after turn. Another useful tool against going on those wide decks. Having the Oden just pump up the life and swinging each turn, just this big body taking away their life. Another tool, like another line that we can go down. So we've got heaps of lines with this deck and lots of just tools that we can bust out of nowhere to get the job done, whatever that job is. So I really, really like where this is going. Let me know what you think about this current build, because I'm feeling very happy with it. There might be more tweaks we can make to it. Don't think this is the set final list, but this is a great list. Try it out for yourselves. Let me know what you think. And until next time, look after your decks.